To manage a public health event, large or small, preparation and readiness are key. Simulation exercises are a critical tool to improve operational readiness and strengthen response systems before an actual emergency occurs. Simulation exercises can help to develop, assess, and test the functional capabilities of emergency systems to respond to outbreaks and public health emergencies. Simulation exercises can be used to train first responders, test plans and equipment, and rehearse procedures, but also to clarify roles and responsibilities, identify gaps, and solve challenges and weaknesses. In short, simulation exercises enhance the preparedness capacity for responding to an actual emergency and should be part of any good emergency management cycle. The WHO supports health officials and partners in all its member states to plan, conduct, and evaluate simulation exercises for public health emergency preparedness and response. We use a whole-of-society approach for this. There's a range of simulation exercise types available. Selecting the appropriate type depends on its overall purpose, which is defined around national priority risks and needs of the targeted audience. The exercise purpose and objectives define why you're conducting the exercise and the specific outcomes you're aiming for. This is the foundation of any exercise and should be clearly articulated. The available resources, stakeholder buy-in, and local environment will also dictate the type, scale, and scope of the exercise. For each exercise type, similar elements need to be considered. So, what functions need to be exercised? And which emergency scenario is the best fit for exercising these functions in the given context? Who will participate? And where and when is the exercise taking place?
To have an exercise program that builds upon each other. So we advise to start with the more simple exercise type, and then you progress. You progress in time and you build up the level of complexity and the level of different exercises. So you start with a tabletop, then you move to a drill, then you go into a functional exercise, and you end with a field exercise.
It should be designed according to the results of risk assessments and preparedness needs. The program should blend planning, organizing, training, equipping, and actual exercise events. This ensures that the interest levels of participants are maintained. It should also reflect lessons from previous exercises and actual emergencies. This will support continuous improvement and strengthening of the emergency management systems. Regardless of the type and size of the exercise, it's highly recommended to form an exercise management team to guide the simulation. The exercise management team will be responsible for planning, developing, and implementing the exercise. Afterwards, they manage the follow-up of the exercise and its outcomes. The composition of an exercise management team varies according to the exercise scope and type. Generally, simulation exercise projects can be broken down into 3 main phases. Phase 1 is the pre-exercise planning, material development, and setup. Phase 2 is the actual conduct of the exercise. Finally, Phase 3 comprises of post-exercise reporting and handover. Most of these steps follow common project management principles, but some are more specific for the conduct of simulation exercises. So, let's take a deeper look. A scenario is the storyline or narrative that is designed to stimulate exercise participants to respond to events and to achieve the exercise objectives. It will describe a realistic situation that enables the participants to immerse themselves in the story of the emergency situation, in line with the country background and context. Injects are pieces of information delivered by the exercise management team to one, many, or all participants during the simulation exercise. They're designed to elicit a specific response from participants and ensure the exercise continues to flow in line with the designed purpose and outcome. Injects can be written, oral, televised, or transmitted via any other appropriate means that reflects the simulated event. Exercises are not one-time events. They should be undertaken as part of a carefully designed exercise program that addresses a common strategic objective. An exercise program forms a vital component of emergency management and the preparedness cycle.